He's from Saranac Lake. And from Hannibal, New York, in the Granby Discount Carpet number 3, Andy Powell. Green flag. Andy Kane from the outside of row number 1, trying to take the lead away from Greg Atkins. He will off turn number 2. Atkins second. Martin Adois looking to get going with that number 90, sitting third. Leader of lap number 1 will be Andy Kane. Kane leads Greg Atkins. Martin Waugh with a peek to the inside of Atkins down the backstretch off turn number 2. Waugh looking inside. Atkins hanging on to that second spot for now. Waugh will have to settle for third. Atkins still hanging on to second, trying to get to Andy Kane, who really drifted up the track off turn number 2, but Atkins was too far in arrears to really get after Kane for that top spot. Andy Kane leading, Atkins running second, Martin Waugh third, George Foley running in the 4th position, then Andy Kane and Andy Powell rounding out the field. Look out, Kane is right up to the wall. Greg Atkins going back for the lead to the inside. He will take it away from Andy Kane. Kane really fighting the handle on that 27. He shot way up the track off turn number 4, and Atkins took the lead back. George Foley has moved into the 3rd spot with a 34. Foley now looking to the inside of Kane for second. Kane keeping it down on the inside, taking that line away from Foley. Martin Waugh working the rim. He's in the 4th spot. Atkins by 5 over Kane. Foley moving to the outside into turn number 3. Here comes Foley, the Shamrock Bar and Grill number 34, trying to take second. Kane doing a better job hanging on to it that time into turn number 2. Martin Waugh with a peek. 3-car battle now for spots 2, 3, and 4. 2 laps to go for leader Greg Atkins. Andy Kane still hanging on to that second spot. Slicing and dicing for third. Foley in the 34, Waugh in the number 90. White flag about to be unfurled for Greg Atkins in the 1. 1 to go. Andy Kane in the 27 continues to hang on to that second spot. George Foley closing quickly into 3. Martin Waugh going after Foley on the outside. Checkered flag is out for Greg Atkins. Andy Kane second, George Foley third, Martin Waugh 4th, Andy Haywood 5th.
Those are the 6 bombers lined up and ready to go in this second qualifier. A little bit slower pace this time as they come off turn 4. They'll get the green flag. Good start on the outside for April Bordeaux in the 23. She grabs the lead before they hit turn 1. She opens up as they head up the backstretch. Riel in the 02 on the outside takes that number 2 spot. Kurt Seymour moving by on the inside. He'll take third away from Steve Miller. Bordeaux leads the way in the 23. Her brother drives the 08 Bomber. Her dad used to race in the Warrior division. Her brother drives the 08 Warrior, I should say. She leads this second qualifier for the Bomber division. Eric Riel and Kurt Seymour closing in. Riel on the outside, Seymour on the inside. It's a 3-car battle for that number 1 spot. While Josh Laporte runs all alone in the number 4 spot. Brissett is 5th, Miller is 6th. Bombers will be halfway this time by. Bordeaux lifts a little bit up the track in turn 2, and here comes Kurt Seymour on the inside. Door opens up, Seymour trying to go through, not quite yet. Again, 23 drifts high. And Seymour will grab the lead as they come off turn 4. 2 to go. April's going to try to get him back, but that Seymour 357 is hooked up and running fast in the bottom of the racetrack. If he stays right there, nobody's going to get by. White flag is out for Kurt Seymour's 357. Bordeaux is second, Rio is third. Then it's Laporte and Brissett. Into turn 3, the final time. Kurt Seymour keeps it on the bottom of the racetrack. It's a clean run through turn 4. He'll grab the checkered flag and win this second qualifier. April Bordeaux is second. Eric Riel third. Josh Laporte fourth. Mike Brissett rounds out the top 5.
Starting position. It is the 7 for points leader Lonnie Rivers. And Dave Rabtoy in the number 21 will start 7th. And in the number 29, it is Nick Haywood. That's the field. Green flag. 4 wide into turn number 1. A mad scramble into the first turn, and everybody's all right. Out front, it's Joe Warren. Cody Kilburn's running second. Lonnie Rivers on the outside of Bob Dragoon fighting for third. 3 wide, it looks like, near the back of the pack. As they race out front, Joe Warren's the man. Bob Dragoon second on the inside. Cody Kilburn third. Lonnie Rivers trying to dive down to the inside, contest that third spot. Let's see if Kilburn will close the door on him. No, it's still open, and Rivers is going after that third spot. Lonnie Rivers in the number 7 coming to the front. He's third. Cody Kilburn shuffled back to 4th before he can finally get the car down in front of the deuce and Rick Hart. Out front, Joe Warren. 3 car lengths the advantage over Bob Dragoon. Lonnie Rivers running 3rd, 4th Cody Kilburn, 5th Rick Hart in the deuce. Dragoon shot up right to the wall off turn number 4. That opened the door for Lonnie Rivers. He drips up off turn number 2. That opens the door for Cody Kilburn. Cody Kilburn going to 3rd. Dragoon coming back on the outside. Rick Hart following right behind. As again the 36 slips up the track. Rick Hart makes the pass. Out front, Joe Warren by 2 car lengths over Lonnie Rivers. Then it's a considerable distance back to Cody Kilburn, as Dragoon again shooting up the track off turn number 2, had to get on the binders to save it and hang on to that car. He goes to all the way in the back. Joe Warren in the 13, Lonnie Rivers in the 7, Cody Kilburn in the 32 as they race off 2 down the backstretch. Warren holding off Lonnie Rivers, but again Rivers right up on the back bumper, closed quickly. With 2 laps to go for Joe Warren. Lonnie Rivers looking at the outside off turn number 2. Cody Kilburn coming after him for that second spot. Hey, that's what Joe Warren wants to see behind him. Duking it out for second instead of coming after him. White flag is out. Joe Warren coming off turn number 4 takes the white flag. Lonnie Rivers with a good run into 1 and 2. Trying it on the outside. Drifts up the track off turn number 2. Joe Warren pulls away down the backstretch. 2 car length advantage into the final 2 turns. Here he comes into turn number 4. Checkered flag is going to be out. Lonnie Rivers right up to the wall off 4. Joe Warren's going to win it. Lonnie Rivers second. Cody Kilburn third. Rick Hart 4th. Nick Haywood 5th. Dave Rabtoy 6th.
Jimmy Collins the 02. Matt Brousseau the 26. The 33 is Jason Chris. 69 of Billy Twaits, Rick Donor and Fred in the 95. McCormick leads the way in the 17. Parente is second, John Bradley. Into that number 3 spot, CJ LeVere is 4th. Collins is 5th. 3 wide action off turn 4. Here they come. 4 wide, 1 more time off turn 4. McCormick leads the way. Parente is second. CJ runs third. He's going to get second. Bobby LeVere is 4th. 5th to Jimmy Collins, 6 to Thwaites. Now Donor takes 6 on the outside of the 95. Halfway this time. Now, we had heard during the week that Rick Donor was going to take some medication to get that extra inch he needs at the start-finish line. It seems to be working already. He's got a nose extender on that car that's sticking straight up. Good battle up front. Here comes the LeVares to take on McCormick in the 17 to the white flag. Jeff McCormick trying to hold on. He's got CJ on the outside. He's got Bobby on the inside. On the inside, LeVare sticks the nose inside but can't get by. CJ coming on the outside. Here they come. Down the stretch to the checkered, McCormick to win it. Bobby LeVare second, CJ LeVare gets third, Thwaites fourth, Parenta fifth in this first qualifier.